Hey, it's Dory. Welcome to my channel. I've lost over 80 pounds and it's time to have a chat about what happens when you stall on the scale. If you like this content, hit like. If you want to subscribe and follow along with me on my journey, hit subscribe. And let's get into it. Hey, this is Dory, and I just had a great question from my homegirl, Brightline Queen. You may know her. If you don't, you need to know her. She has amazing content, amazing truth, and she is ruling these lines and this journey. So one of the questions that just came up was, how did I deal with, did I have any stalls, and how did I deal with it, right? How do I address it? And so I wanted to sort of talk about that because in my Marco Polo chats, this question has come up as well. And so here's how I look at it. When in my journey I stalled out, because I stalled out, we all stall out at some point, and sometimes that stall is for a long time. I tried to deal with my mind first. I flipped that script. And I said, you know what? By stalling out, really what's happening is that I'm maintaining where I'm at the moment, which means that I have the natural ability to maintain. And so when I thought about it that way, I said, we got no problems here. We got no problems here. So what if I stall out for 2 weeks? That tells me, someone who never maintained weight loss in her life before, that tells me that I have a natural ability to maintain, that I have the power to maintain. So I would encourage you that if you stall out on the scale, to look at it from that sense and say, you know what? It doesn't matter. So what? I'm at the same weight for 3 weeks. You know what that means? That means that you can maintain weight, right? So if you've lost and you're losing, you've lost, and then all of a sudden you stall out, flip the mind, flip the script that's going on in your mind, and let that stall become the one thing that makes you stronger, the one thing that empowers your soul and your spirit to know that when you get to whatever weight is your quality of life body, bright body, your weight, that you already have a know-how of how to maintain. Okay. Number 2, when I did stall out, what I did was take a look and say, what's going on with my foods? Am I eating the same thing every day? Do I need to get a little more fiber? Do I need a little more anti-inflammatory stuff, as far as intake goes? Do I need to switch the banana over to a pineapple for my fruit? You know what I mean? So take a look and take stock of your foods and try to introduce some other things so that the body can go, oh, hello pineapple. Yeah, you're anti-inflammatory. You got what I need. That's what your body's saying, right? Maybe I haven't had beans in a while, and then all of a sudden I bring in beans, and then your body's like, hello, this is all the fiber I need. Thank you. So that's number 2. Number 3, I will say that if a stall happens in your journey, and trust me, it will, that you should expect it, and you should take that opportunity, not that you should, but I would encourage you to take that opportunity to cultivate a spirit of patience with yourself. Here's the truth. We did not gain all of our weight. Like we gained weight, like we stood at that weight, like we were there at that weight. It's not going to come off in 24 hours. It's not going to come off in a week. It's not going to come off in 2 weeks. It's not going to come off in 3 weeks. It's going to come off when it comes off. And so in the meantime, step number 1, if you stall out, flip the script in your mind and let it empower you to say, I have the natural ability and power to maintain. So if I stall for 2 weeks, know that you're just maintaining for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Next, 2, go ahead and make sure you take a look at your food plan. Maybe you need to switch things up. Give it a little bit of a food remix, and sometimes that helps. Number 3, be patient. Be patient. Cultivate a spirit of patience because you're winning. Every day you work your lines, you're winning. If you break your lines, you're winning. Because why? You're asking yourself the 4 questions. Because why? Because you are seeking out the lesson in the break. Yes? And you have got this.